Are you looking for the best welding boots? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best welding boots on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Caterpillar Men's Second Shift. Cats are a classic when it comes to work boots. They have been around for almost a century now, and are a go-to pair of boots for many working-class citizens. This model is one of their best sellers. Just like the pull-on pair of cats on this list, this is a no-nonsense pair of boots that comes at a reasonable cost considering the quality. They have a classic work boot design, completely covered in full-grain leather to wick off sparks and spatter and give you great protection. The distinct padded collar keeps the boot snug around your shin, but it's also very soft and feels nice and comfortable. The Goodyear welt construction will provide you with maximum durability and flexibility, and the sole it's attached to is designed to be slip-resistant and shock-resistant. Inside the sole, there's a steel shank that will keep the boot from bending too much, and it will also keep your ankle stable. For toe protection, these welding boots come with a steel cap, which you can't even notice because there are layers under it to prevent your toes from rubbing on the steel. The boots come with a PU sock liner that not only provides comfort but also wicks away moisture to keep your feet dry. The lining is made of a nylon mesh which is breathable, and it also releases moisture into the outer layers of the boot. The sole is quite comfortable, but it's not great compared to some of the other boots on this list. It's very tough, which makes it durable, but it's a bit too hard if you're going to be standing on your feet all day. The laces of these boots are probably their weakest link. They're not too durable, and they don't do great against sparks. I've owned a pair of Cat's Second Shift, and one of the laces broke after about a week. The laces I replaced them with lasted way longer. This shouldn't be a deal breaker, but still, it's something to keep in mind. Number 2. Iron Age Men's Groundbreaker. These boots with metatarsal protection are the least expensive pair on this list. This doesn't at all mean they're cheaply made. In fact, they look more durable than a lot of high-end brands out there. These work boots are made of thick full-grain leather which will wick away any sparks or spatter coming their way. The metatarsal guard is a great feature because it will protect your whole foot from injury, and it will also keep the laces safe from hazards, so they will last longer. Iron Age's Groundbreakers feature a Goodyear welt construction, and everything is sewn together with Kevlar stitching. The outsole is made of slip and electricity-resistant rubber that is tough and not easy to puncture. The insoles of these welding boots could use some improvement, though. They have a nice heel wedge, but overall they're not too comfortable. Luckily, it's removable so you can replace it with another one, or you can just put an extra layer of gel because they're quite roomy inside. The nylon mesh fabric that the inner lining is made of has moisture-wicking properties that will help keep your feet dry. There are a few layers of protection between the lining and the steel toe cap to prevent the edge of the steel from rubbing on your feet. They also feature padded collars for a snug fit around the shin. Overall, I think this is a great pair of boots for welding, especially considering they cost half the price of high-end brands. Except for the not-so-comfortable insoles, another small issue is that the sizes run very big, so order 1 or 1.5 size smaller than usual. Number 3. Timberland Promen's 53530-8. The Timberland Pro with a metatarsal guard are a serious pair of welding boots. They are made from EverGuard leather, which is not only very tough and heat-resistant but also waterproof. The uppers are sewn on the sole with Kevlar stitching along with a Goodyear welt, which further improves the work boot's durability. The toe and heel have an extra outer layer of tough leather that keeps these spots from wearing out too quickly. The sole conforms to ASTM F2413-11 standard for slip, heat, and electrical hazard resistance. It's also a very comfortable and sturdy sole, which features a steel shank for increased durability and stability. Padded collars provide a snug fit around your shins to keep the boots from moving around too much. The insole is made from a dense, open-cell, polyurethane footbed which is covered with an antimicrobial, breathable fabric. The inner lining is made from the same fabric, so it will keep your feet dry and healthy. Although the metatarsal guard is water-resistant and does a good job of protecting your feet, it seems that it's not that well made. More than a few users have reported it rips off after only a few months of heavy use. This is quite a disappointment if you're going to pay around $150 for a pair of boots for welding. All in all, this is a great steel-toe work boot that's quite comfortable, waterproof, and slip and abrasion resistant. However, the fact that the metatarsal guard doesn't last too long takes them off the top of this list. Number 4. Ariat Men's Workhog. I really enjoy cowboy boots, so I had to put at least one pair on this list. Ariat is actually the first company to combine athletic shoe technology and cowboy boots. So style and comfort are guaranteed. The materials used are of really high quality, and the price is there to prove it. These work boots are made of rich brown leather sewn together with triple stitching. The leather is water resistant and the inside lining has moisture wicking properties. This will keep your feet dry and safe. What really keeps your feet safe are the composite toe cap and the metatarsal guards. This is the only pair of pull-on welding boots on this list that features met guards, and I think that's a big advantage. It's not uncommon for a heavy piece of metal to fall on your foot and possibly cause a serious injury. The bones in your feet are very thin and fragile, and there are also tendons that can get damaged easily. The rubber sole provides great slip and electric current resistance, however, it is not very heat resistant. It's quite sturdy though, so it's not easy to puncture through it. There's a compressible EVA midsole for shock absorption, and then a footbed made of gel which provides extra absorption and heel stability. On the back of the boot, Ariat has included a feature they call the U-turn, which allows your foot to slide in more easily, and also keeps that part of the boot from bending and breaking. The straps on the top of the boot are also very helpful for quickly slipping the boots on. The only real drawback I can think of about these boots is the tight fit around the toes. Consider getting a wide size if you don't want a tight fit in that area. And I should mention that this is the most expensive pair of pull-on welding boots on this list, but honestly, I think they're worth it. Number 5. QeeLink Leather Boot Covers. If you have a pair of boots that you really like, but you don't want to ruin while welding, then these boot covers may be a good solution. I admit they look kind of silly, but if you're going to be working in your shop and don't really care about the look, go ahead and buy them. They're made from thick split cowhide, which will protect your boots from sparks, spatter, and other hot objects that could damage boots made from softer leather. You will also protect your laces, which, as I've mentioned before, can get destroyed by sparks within a few days. Their design is very well thought out. Their one size fits most, with a Velcro strap and an elastic band that goes underneath your boot. The spots where one layer of leather meets the other are riveted to increase their durability. Nothing more can be said about this product. They work well enough, and if you're not satisfied with how they fit, or for some reason you don't like them, you can return them for a full refund.